Hi. Am I live already? I don't see it. Okay, yeah, I'm live. Okay, fantastic. Hi, I'm back. Thankfully. It's fun to be here. Also, good run. I didn't know about the Mission Impossible version, honestly. Also blame the German and then have a German as the next runner. Fantastic. Nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. So I'm bringing you The Lion King Simba's Mighty Adventure. I had the pleasure and the joy 2 years ago to showcase one of my most favorite Lion King childhood games, Lion King NES, which was a bootleg many as you thought. It wasn't. And here's another game in the Lion King series that has very bootleggy vibes to it. And I hope you enjoyed the music as I wrote, because that's about to change. The Mission Impossible game had good music. So, yeah, I would prefer it like this. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So, let's start a run. And I explain a little bit on the way, I guess. Yeah, so, let's go. So, basically, yeah, it's Lion King. It's Lion King. You all know Lion King, you love Lion King. Hopefully. Maybe, I don't know. There's good and bad about Lion King, I guess. About the movies, about the games. The games are... At least the two main games for the Super Nintendo and the Genesis are considerably hard games, casually. They get easier speedrunning-wise. This one here is maybe also not a easy game, casually, because of the controls, as we play with Plushy Simba. Let's be honest, it's Plushy. Also, he sounds like Donald Duck to me when he gets hit. Let's be honest here, it's Donald Duck, or... But yeah, this game is super easy, it is super streamlined. Also, the roar. Simba has a cute little cat roar. And we can swipe, which looks like giving a high five or so, I don't know. Also, a huge shout out to Kat, the cat. She played this in her BBG preview and it was just fantastic. It was fun to watch. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Donald Duck to me. It's really Donald Duck. So this is oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, it's the same song, and that is not about to change at all, in any level. I mean, kudos, I guess, that it doesn't start again over and over for every level, so that it just loops endlessly. That's neat, I guess. But yeah, the music is not worth anything. It would be my personal hell to listen to this music forever. But yeah, this is a fun scene where you just have fun and a great musical scene with Can't Wait to Be King and stuff like that. But the game doesn't have that because we have this music. So now the graveyard, one of my favorite level, to be honest, because it has a nice flow to it. I like flowy level and games. Hence, why do I play this, I guess? So that's a new strat, nicely done. So low jump, and off we go. It's a very straightforward level for once, because other level can be a little bit puzzling and more like maze-like. It's easy to get lost in them. So this jump, and we're out of the level. That was pretty much close to perfect. So, the best one. Stampede. Stampede gives me a little bit of time because this is a 2.5 minute auto-scroller. I'm just positioning myself to the right here to pick up a health increasement bug, which will come in handy later. This is not even a marathon save strategy, that's a run save strategy, because later we have another 2.5 minute auto-scroller, this one right here, which is extremely stupid and easy to die in. So I want to collect 1 or 2 health increasement bugs along the way. So, little fun facts. This game is published by Activision. The the game publisher that makes and developer that makes the Pew Pew games, the famous ones I don't play. They did it before, so this game here came out 3 years before the first Call of Duty. It came out December 22nd, 2000. So just in time for a last-minute Christmas gift, I assume. Poor kids. Also, the Game Boy version was developed by Taurus Games. The Game Boy version we just see here, developed by Taurus Games. They usually made a lot of licensed games like Ben 10 and stuff, but they also made 2 Barbie games, Puppy Rescue and Dreamhouse Barbie. Dreamhouse Party. So there's the connection between Lion King and Barbie, which is for me as a Lion King runner and a Barbie runner fantastic. And maybe even better for me personally, there's also a PlayStation version made by Paradox Development, known for their really incredible but also complex strategy games. Fantastic. I love Paradox games. So that's a neat fun fact for me, at least, that they also had a hand in this one, for the PlayStation 1. But anyway. So this is the Can You Feel the Love Tonight scenery, as you can see. It gives you the vibes on the nose. It is love and fun all around, playing, the bathing scene, Timon and Pumbaa joking and being worried to lose Simba, to laugh because, yeah, the trio got down to 2, all that, the funny puns in the music, it's not there, it's just not there, but we have plushy animals, right? So that's okay. And we have music, which is maybe not always in the best of interest of, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there was, ooh, almost crapped my pants a little bit there. So we also have a boss fight here, because you all remember the boss fight in the movie. So the boss fights are like this. They're basically rhythm games. If you do it right, I should assume. They can be annoying if you off rhythm and they jump around and stuff like that, but if anything, you just try to hit them 12 times and they're dead. Cat slap, exactly. So there was a very short love scene between Simba and Nala. So, and we are in Bright Rock defeating Scar. Yeah, that's movie 1. I assume I could implement a good joke about, yeah, after this level, the game is done. But the time gives it away that there's more to follow. So, this game covers Lion King 1 and 2, so basically the two main movies. And there's a third one, Lion King 1.5, but that isn't a really plot forward-bringing movie, I guess. If you want to talk about plot, I guess. So the first one, I mean, everybody maybe knows the first one. Maybe not so many know about the second movie, where Simba has a daughter named Kiara. And yeah, I come to that later. I have later time in the next autoscroller to talk about the lore, I guess, from the second movie. We just fight Scar now, which is an interesting looking fight. Oop. Snoot. No. Bad uncle. Bad. Shoo. Shoo. Poo. Go in the fire. Where you belong. Go into the fire. Yeah, it was a stoppage. So, this is the level why the estimate time is how it is. 2.5 minute autoscroller. This is my biggest complaint about this game, honestly. You have these little land platforms that makes you move faster. Makes you move faster. Haha, the classic Lion King pun. And you have to avoid the crocs, which is not very possible. I don't know about the decision making and the process of making this level, but it wasn't the best day, I guess, because it's 2.5 minutes long. You have to survive, and that's why I collected the health and increasement. It's still possible to die, very much possible. In fact, it's not easy to dodge them because, yeah, They don't care about restriction or anything, and it's just not good. I don't want to be negative, but it's at least questionable. But hey, we are the big bad game marathon, so so what did you expect, I guess? Also, the movie, the second one, is about Simba and Nala having a child. Kiara is her name. And she meets Corvu, which we find out is one of the sons of Scar, because Sun had an affair, I guess, or at least he made Corvu his successor to the Pride Lands. And we have Zira. Zira is the mother of Corvu, and basically Lion King 2 is Romeo and Juliet, which is interesting because the first one is Hamlet, and I want a third Lion King game or a movie which is basically Macbeth. We just need that to happen, I guess. That you can't do Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet and not Macbeth, because Macbeth is probably my favorite from Shakespeare. And we need that. I need that. So at least the music is somewhat fitting to the game design, to some game design choices, I should say. It's a very dramatic scene in the movie where they jump around on the crocodiles, and yeah. So that's that. So the horror part is over, and now everything is on fire because Simba is going into the Shadowland again, rescuing stuff. Daughter and you know, typical dad stuff, I guess. Going to places. Oh, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be there. Why is that happen? That's a first for me, that the cat is there waiting for me, so close to the edge. That's supposed to happen, really. Yeah, now we are tree lion. We live in the trees. Maybe we are monkey lion or somewhat, but it's safe up here. So we stay up here and we're gone from this level. The background sprite work is nice, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad looking game for Game Boy Color. It just has some odd visuals because, like I said, the animals look like plushies, which makes it maybe a little bit better. I guess it elevates it a bit here and there. But overall, they had some ambitions, but they gave up on the music, I feel like. Yeah, this is, I don't know, they included just as a gameplay wise, this is another Pride Rock or Return if you played the games, the main games. So this is interesting. Also, the jumping is very Simba, when he jumps, he is committed to his jump, so there is no coming back from it. He jumps and that's it. He also has a roar. It is a pitch down version of the cat meowing we heard earlier. Also, his damage scream is also a pitch down version of Donald Duck, I guess. So we go up here, and we're out. Also, unfortunately, this is the last level, so there are no more fun facts really. Just that you should play the game really, because it's super easy to learn. It doesn't have a lot of complicated and techy stuff. We have 3 runs on the board. Could be more if you're interested. Hit me up or watch the runs that are on the board. You can easily much pick it up from just watching. So I don't know why there's so much water in here. I mean, I know, because at the end Zira gets thrown into the water, and that's the way she dies. Because cats are not immune to water. This is the last fight, maybe the easiest, because it has an even quicker rhythm. We hit her 12 times and then it's time. And then we can watch the glorious credits. Also Can you stop? It doesn't stop my timer. Okay. That's okay. That's okay though. It's GG. Yeah. and let's watch the credits. The credits are visually okay. But if you thought you get different music, no. Not even the credit music. I mean, granted, it will be different. That's maybe why the credit music, because you get different one. So Lion King, Simbas Mighty Adventures, Game Boy Color, fantastic developer, Taurus Games, publisher Activision, which is, I mean, even they had to do contract stuff before they got big. So that was from the sequel. It covers the first and the second movie. That's why it's Simbas' big adventure, which is a neat choice. Even if you, especially if you think about that, Lion King NES, I have shown you 2 years ago, covers just half of the first movie. It just stops after Hakuna Matata. And they just squeezed 2 movies in here on a Game Boy Color cartridge. Fantastically done. So I assume my time was 13:20 something, which is really close to the world record. So it was a pretty good run, time-wise. I'm really happy about that. Game completed in Comic Sans. Yeah. Not much of an outro, guys. So let me say thank you to all of you for having me, especially. Thank you for Kat, because I think she played a role in having this game in this big bad Game-A-Thon. Thank you for that also. And thanks to and shout out to the Lion King community, really welcoming community, and they jump into your streams to help you if you have struggled, if you want. They open-minded people. We like to share everything we find and discuss. So just shout out to everyone involving in this community. Thank you for making Lion King as fun as it is. You find me on Bronkel_ and Bronkel Speedrun on Twitter. I'm out so far, I guess. So have a great Sunday and continue to have fun. It's an amazing event. One of my favorites, definitely. So I'm out. Back to the host. Bye.